What's up, YouTube? What's going on? So, originally for Lady Sings the Blues, Levi Stubbs was considered a favorite to play Louis McKay, which went to Billy D. Williams. I know you're going to have a Scooby Doo moment because Levi Stubbs was one of the greatest lead vocalists ever. Love his voice with the four tops, and the cat very talented and underappreciated. However, to play the love interest in the movie, especially when you had an opportunity to have Billy D. Williams and that whole "Do you want my hand to fall off?" Could you imagine? And Levi had a tough, strong voice. However, mm, they had to. You get Billy D. Williams with Donna Ross. That was chemistry that you were not going to turn down. That obviously when they did Mahogany too, you couldn't pass that up. You could not pass that imagery up. That's not saying that Levi Stubbs couldn't have been a decent actor or been in something because he had a strong presence as a lead singer and a vibe. But Billy D. Williams, I just don't think you're gonna make that kind of move. And lo and behold, they went with where they knew where they had to go with that. So that was kind of like, okay, we got this one because it would have made that film would have hit in a whole different trajectory. So often than not, when you're watching movies and so on and so forth, chemistry is everything with the male and the female lead, the actors and actresses, and how everything has to kind of like be in syncopation. And that is a selling point of the whole movie, the appeal. Can we come together? Can we make this thing as one? Can we have something that we can both say, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be? Because if you don't get the right chemistry, you're sitting there for a long period of time, scratching your head, thinking, we messed this up. We had a chance. We didn't get it right. And I like Levi Stubbs a lot. Like I said before, Levi is one of the baddest, most unheralded, doesn't get his due as a lead vocalist of a group, you know. But this is one of those situations where you're going for an actor and you're trying to put someone in a role. I mean, maybe it would have been interesting if he had a role, but it's hard for me to think about who do you take out of that movie because everybody fit really well. Richard Pryor was underappreciated as the piano man in that movie. Billy D. Williams' role was the leading candidate for him to probably be in that Sidney Poitier type of setting, Calvin Lockhart type of vibe, you know, because it was set up for him right there, and this was a role that it was tailor made for him as Louis McKay. It was style, the smooth, the you know. If Hollywood wasn't such a so racist and divided, Billy D. Williams would have probably been bigger just as a leading man because he was big in black world, big time as a leading man. And I don't think that it would have done the same with Levi Stubbs playing that role. I just don't. I might be wrong. I don't think it would quite gotten quite the same hit as Billy D. Billy D. And that role was tailor made. It's tailor made just for that one line alone. Do you want my hair to fall off? I mean, that was a line when he was handing out that money. That was a line that sold the hook, line, and sinker. So, anyway, but it's an interesting tidbit when you find these sort of things out where you are, when you go, wow, I never knew that. I didn't. So, but again, Levi Stubbs, one of the baddest talented vocalists ever. Just, I don't know about being the actor, the lead actor in a movie with Donna Ross, especially on a level with Lady Sings the Blues about Billie Holiday. That is another story, another time. But it would have been interesting, though, because he should have definitely got something with his voice. And musically, he was one of the baddest. Because I hear Reach Out, I'll Be There. That just at the end of Cooley High, he hung on. Anyway, please let me know what you think. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share the video if you like, and hit that membership. Because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.